G'day, in this episode of Home Robotics I'm going to show you my new barge launcher. "12-volt power supply, 12-volt motor for the winch, dedicated radio receiver, two motors that provide propulsion, and that's the igniter package." So the first one I built was just a prototype. It was made out of cans and cardboard. I just wanted to test the concept of floating test the idea of floating a rocket out to the lake and then erecting it and then launching it. So I'm using some stronger materials, PVC pipes for flotation devices, better quality wood, and some stronger motors. I've also opted to use one of my more common rockets, so it's got a bit more weight. Here I am configuring the winch for it and just doing some basic testing. It generally came out to roughly 12 kilos all up. The biggest challenge I had was finding a strong enough winch motor to actually lift the rocket, but using the bell crank I was able to gain a mechanical advantage. A lot stronger, a little bit more bulkier, but more practical. And decided to use two motors for the propulsion, and that way I have some proportional steering. No propeller set under the water, that's I can use it in shallow waters. And here's just a quick test of the mechanism out on a windy day. I had a lot of control over it actually, and the erector mechanism worked great as well. The next part we'll look at some of those components in a little bit more detail, and then we'll be on for the launch. So now it is demonstrating the erection mechanism. So it does take some time because it is pulling on some weight. And the way down is always easier. And here's a demonstration of the proportional steering. Forward, back, and then turns in opposite directions for steering. And here's a close-up of the winch. And here you can see the electronics package. This is a 2.4 GHz receiver, has up to 12 channels. So one channel per propulsion motor, one channel for the igniter, one channel for the erecting mechanism, and there's two other spare channels. And on the left hand side you get to see the power supply, which is a 12-volt battery. And for the rocket itself, it's one of the rockets I used earlier on. It's got an altimeter and it's got a body mounted camera, and I'll be using an E12 engine. This is part of the vlog. Alright, so we're here ready to launch it on my mate's farm, but it's a nice farm and we're going to use this lake here. We'll just test the power supply is connected and the receiver's switched on. We haven't connected the igniter because we don't have any accidents, but if you want to turn the switch on the bottom of that controller. Yep, and then the other way. Cool. Alright, so one button we're not going to push is that top button there. That'll ignite it once you have it ready to go. So what I'll do is I'll turn on the camera, turn on the altimeter, and then I'll arm it, then we'll push it. Cool.
Can I push?
Yes, Nathan.
Careful, it's sticky here.
Okay.
Daddy,
Is the recording?
this is really sharp.
Yeah, I think it's recording.
These are really sharp.
Yep. Yeah, it's cool. Alright, Nathan, get out of the way, buddy. Watch out. So we'll start erecting the rocket now.
Now you're right.
Alright.
I'll zoom out. Well, you watch where it goes.
Yeah.
We'll just wait till it repositions. Fine, ready to go? Yeah. In 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Oh, that is cool.
That is cool.
Oh!
Oh,
Yes. Yep. Alright, as you can see, a successful launch. Looks like it landed just about 30 feet away from where we launched it, so we'll call that successful launch and landing. And we got to test the pontoon. Thanks for watching.